everyone, and welcome to another episode of the official SkyTemple podcast with me, your host, Smengel. I believe this is the 4th episode, and in today's interview we'll be talking to Espik, the creator of the hack Reaching for Myself, for the 5th Hack Jam. Before we start with that, though, I've got a couple of announcements. One is that I just want to give a huge thank you to everyone who wished me happy birthday last week. I had a very nice birthday, very nice and chill. I'm 25 now, so it was harrowing, but I'll get through it. So thank you everyone who wished me happy birthday. And secondly, I'm sorry for the little break we had. I had a friend come over for a couple of days, but also I think Max Shersey was at a wedding. I hope he enjoyed himself. But that's why there weren't any episodes up over the weekend. But now that that's over and done with, I can get back to uploading as many as I can. I'd like to get all of them up before Hack Jam ends. I might not be that lucky, but I'll do my best. But for now, yeah, that's all my announcements. So let's get into the interview, shall we? So I am here with Espik, the creator of Reaching for Myself. Say hello, Espik.
Hello.
It's so good to have you here. Are you excited for this interview?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Love that. Right, so just as a sort of general question to start off this interview, how well did it go? I know that's a very broad question, but you know, if you could give me like a general idea, are you proud of how this went?
Oh yeah, I'm really happy with how it went. I don't like the grind that I had to do for the 3 weeks, but it did kind of pay off at the end. It was a lot of hard work, and some of it's for fun and some of it's weren't, but I am very happy with how this turned out.
Oh, I see. Good. And how long did you spend, I suppose, each day working on this then?
All day. As much as I can.
All day for 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, yeah, no wonder. You didn't take any breaks or anything?
I mean, I took breaks for like meals and like working out and other stuff,
Right.
but
Well, yeah, okay, cool. But you never took like the weekend off or anything like that?
no.
I see. Okay, blimey. Well, I respect your determination then. I'd probably experience burnout quite quickly if I did that. But anyway, so cool. This hack, Reaching for Myself, it follows the story of a Ryalu and a Flutter main. And with a lot of twists and turns. I probably shouldn't have said Flutter main, but I'm assuming anyone who listens to this has already either played the hack or watched someone else play it. How long have you had the idea for this story for? How long have you had this idea in your head? Did it come into formation during the hack jam, or did you have it beforehand?
I had the story in mind like after the last hack jam ended.
Oh, really?
So kind of just around the time when Scarlet and Violet came out, I kind of had the idea.
Okay, so I should say, right as you discovered Paradox Pokemon, is that where you got the idea from?
It wasn't about that originally. There were some ideas I had like last year about just Pokemon with, I mean, this is kind of going into spoiler territory. Just Pokemon with power to just control the game in some way, and I wanted there to be a little spin on that. It's like, what if it doesn't work on someone? And I feel like the whole story with Paradox Pokemon worked perfectly.
I see. Cool. Okay. So is that where the inspiration came from? Then you just had this thought bubble idea that what if there was a Pokemon that could control the game it was in? Is sort of a fourth wall breaking Pokemon. Is that just you sort of expanded from that idea outwards, or did it come into formation a different way?
I just kind of took the concept and expanded it, and
okay.
I had this idea like years ago, and it was not a Riolu, it was a Mew actually.
It was a Mew at first.
Well, yeah, because it makes sense because of a mythical Pokemon. But
yeah.
I think that didn't really go anywhere, and I was kind of busy with Explorers the Unknown, and I think at the time Cryptic Conundrum as well.
All right. So why did you change from Mew then? What was wrong with Mew as the protagonist?
Well, Riolu is kind of like the face of Mystery Dungeon, I feel
Yeah.
like. And so, like, what if I made the most popular PMD Pokemon, like, I guess, for lack of a better term, deserving of all that power?
Right. So originally it was Mew because I suppose they were mythical and like also quote unquote the first Pokemon, debatably. But also, but you wanted to switch to Ryder because it was more just like the sort of typical protagonist in a way. And you wanted to put a
Well,
spin on
that,
that.
and I don't want to have every single PMD story revolve around legendaries.
Yeah, that's fair. I understand that. Cool. So that's why you picked Railu then. I like it. What about Ninetales and Vulpix, the Alolan variants?
Yeah,
How,
they were actually originally going to be Glaceon and Eevee.
oh really? Oh, what changed
Um,
there?
um, I don't remember. Probably just due to it was probably due to just because I used Eevee in Cryptic Conundrum and I didn't
Oh,
want to
I
use it
see.
twice in a row.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's perfectly valid. Yeah. Cool. So I mean, sorry, we talked about this earlier with spoilers and everything. I'm assuming everyone who's watched this, so don't yeah, has played the game or seen someone play it. So please don't be afraid to spoil things. So at the end, obviously, we find out that Ryalu has been sort of brainwashing people in a sense. Is that how you would describe it, or is he sort of just controlling his circumstances in a way? How do you describe his power?
Just being able to kind of control what's around him
Okay.
because in the story he says he's lonely and he just wants a friend, and that's just how it's just his idea of making it work.
Okay. Therefore, did he sort of control Ninetales and sorry, they have names. Um, I've forgotten them. Ninetales and Vulpix. Did he control their sort of personalities or circumstances to be nearby to him, or
Partially because fun fact, Ninetales is actually kind of an exception because, or Aurora in this case, because they actually have known each other. So
right?
our Sirius does trust her a little bit, but overall the premise with everyone else is still there.
Okay. Okay. I should start using the names really. But thank you. Yeah. So Sirius and or Aurora have actually met in the past. That is actually true. I was sort of convinced that might be a sort of something he implanted into her memory or something like that, some sort of fake history. But they have actually met. That was actually a real thing that occurred.
Yeah,
Cool.
but
So
let's just say it's not. But you let us say that your idea of planning memories is not unused in the story.
right. So where is that used then?
Probably with the guild.
With the guild? Ah, right.
Yeah,
Okay. So with like Corfish and stuff at the beginning, they just
yeah.
accept that he's part of the guild and let him do as he
Well, except
wishes.
that he
Okay.
helps.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. How long has that been going on for? How long has the guild been sort of controlled in that way, or anyone else? How long has this whole like brainwashing sort of been going on for?
Not very long.
Huh?
And the reason why Riolu actually starts pretty weak is because Sirio starts really weak is because he is trying to get used to this, and
Right,
it's not perfect. Like,
right. So he's still sort of learning his power over the course of the adventure.
yeah, and eventually Tyrios does get carried away,
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, I mean he does actually start off.
especially when he reached the roadblock that he did.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, but he does actually start. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting about the game. Actually, he does start at level 30, but then he starts to like rocket up levels, uh, very fast, like much faster than Sapphire does throughout the story. I thought that was a weird, like just a weird maybe oversight when I was playing the game for the first time, but until I got to the end, of course. And I thought maybe that was on purpose. Was that 100% on purpose then? That he needs much less EXP?
Yeah, that was on purpose because it was at the point where Sirius's goal with Sapphire is to try and convince him the old-fashioned way, but when that wasn't working, he just wanted to be more forceful. And I actually made a mistake, and we'll fix this in the patch. Is that also, in addition to like gaining levels really fast, he also regenerates HP really fast.
Does he? I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Well, notice because I messed it up.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. All right, good stuff. How many hints were there that sort of pre-reveal that Sirius was the way he was? How many sort of little tidbits did you drop that players might catch on to about the twist?
First of all, you gained level, like in the last two dungeons, he gains levels really fast, and
Right.
Agron,
Yeah.
where he just one-shots it. And also the times, it's the times where stuff is happening and Sirius is trying to pretend everything is normal.
Right. So, you know, if you're quick-witted, you can sort of spot like, oh, that was quite strange, or why am I leveling up so quickly? I thought maybe the Agron fight was just sort of a joke about how Agron's 4 times weak to fighting, but sort of looking back, doing that much damage does make sense.
Mm-hmm. Let's just say that Sirius likes to play the long game.
Yeah, okay. I did like, I think I heard somewhere that what move Sirius references before the fight with Agron is actually variable. It does depend on what fighting type move you've got in your moveset.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Well, there's a special process 8x made that just checks what moves he knows, and it just check, okay, does he learn this move, or like Aura Sphere or Drain Punch, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like we're done. Okay, does he know that? Yes. Okay, do this then. Otherwise, just go to the next one.
Cool. Okay. Speaking of moves, there are a lot of TMs in this game. There's so many you can find all over the floor of all of the dungeons. What spurred you to make that decision for there to be such a menagerie of moves you can choose from?
I was actually inspired by Amora on the High Seas. I know you played that for Hack of the Year, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was anyone could learn any move in that game, TM wise. Which made it super variable.
Yeah. What I didn't like in that game was the fact that you had to be relying on TMs. I kind of wish you could keep your old moves.
Right.
But so I wanted to improve being subjective, of course, but in that way, and have just all the options. So like every run through the game is different.
Yeah, cool. I think it's a really interesting idea. Do you think you'll continue that on with any hacks you make in the future, just having TMs littered everywhere?
We'll see.
Okay, cool. I think it's this is just me for a second. I think it's a really nice idea for like short hacks because it just makes them more variable. I guess more replay value to sort of shorter games. Would you agree in that, or?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Cool. Do you have any ideas for a sort of post story to this game? Is there any more that can be told in this universe that you're interested in telling?
Believe me, I'm cooking.
Oh, you're cooking, are you? Are you cooking with gas, or are you slow cooking it?
I'm gonna slow cook it because I'm gonna need. I do have plan to have like continue the story in some way, but I'm gonna need time to actually think about what it is.
Okay. So I think there's potential for either maybe like Ryalu seeking redemption, or maybe Sapphire with the rescue team on the other continent. I think those would be interesting, but I don't want to tell you what to do, obviously. But like, are your ideas on either of those two veins, or have you got something else completely different in mind?
I'm not telling.
You're not telling? That's totally fine. That's totally fine. You're excited. You want to reveal it yourself, yeah?
Yeah.
Lovely. That's great. So I mean, the whole story effectively revolves around this crystal that's at the end of the final dungeon behind the lab. Where did this crystal come from, and what does it do? What powers does it have?
That will be explained in the next game.
Oh, yeah, of course. All right, okay. So it's I that's really unfortunate. I'm sorry. I may have tripped over there. Oh well. Cool. Okay, so we'll find out more about that. That's very exciting then, because that was a really big blank in the story.
Mhm. You know,
Excellent.
honestly, when I was making this, I didn't intend to like and continue it after this, but
Really?
I just liked this so much, and I just thought, you know what, might as well put more of these. And because of that, I intentionally didn't answer all the questions.
Right, 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 right. So were you planning to answer the questions before you decided to carry it on then?
Um, yeah, probably. I don't know how, but
Right.
yeah, I
Okay.
just thought that there's potential for more, and therefore I made it that way.
Okay. I mean, yeah, cool. Well, I'm excited to find out more about it then. Um, did you have any? Yeah, sorry. Did you have any other ideas for the hack jam before you sort of sat down and said, "Okay, no, this is what I'm doing"? Did you have anything else that was spinning around?
Um, I had one idea, but I scrapped it. And but actually, it was an idea that I had a while ago where there was. This is going to sound weird.
Okay.
SkyTemple was being attacked by some villain, and you are Salamence who are been asked to save SkyTemple by
What?
by going into like dimensions of other hacks, and
What?
because the evil has seeped out into there. Um,
Oh, goodness, that sounds amazing. Wow. Where on earth did you get that
and
idea from? Or was it just one drunken evening?
well, I don't drink, but it was
No,
kind of
no,
around
sorry.
the
Okay.
same vibes.
Yeah.
Uh, but there were some ideas from that like scrapped idea that I used. For example, that idea, so you started out on the beach level with like rich kids, aka the starters,
Okay.
and the move accuracy that was going to be planned for them as well.
All right.
So I used ideas from that like scrap project, and well, not really a project, I didn't start it, but
Okay.
and used that in this game.
Will you ever get back to that project, or is it sort of something
I
you're
doubt
dropping
it.
completely? No, you're doubting it? All right. Oh, okay, cool. Um, in the game, as you're playing through it, you come across many relics on the ground, which you can trade in for items. Where did the inspiration from that idea come from, and and how long did that take to implement as well?
I think that took like a day or two to implement.
Oh, right, okay.
Um, so I was inspired. You remember how Cryptic Conundrum had the crafting system, right?
I'm afraid I've not played that game actually.
Oh, well, there's a crafting system in that game, and I was pretty happy with it. But I feel like it wasn't. You couldn't use it. It was underutilized because I feel like the balancing in the game wasn't spectacular in
Okay.
terms of the items, and I kind of wanted to upgrade that in some way. So the relics are actually just boxes, just repurposed.
All right.
Um, and in Merchants versus Pirates, there's the little exclusive items you can get as well, and that was another inspiration.
Okay.
So, and I also wanted to experiment with, exclusive items as a whole, where you don't need to hold them, and they have other effects other than just like raises attack or raises defense.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I think they worked really well. I thought it was very interesting. Did you have I mean, there were the four that does the basic stat increases, but there was also four that did other things which were um a little bit more niche, but like EXP and merchant shops appearing more often. Did you have a lot of ideas for effects that those like, more extended ones could do, or did you sort of limit yourself to those four for any particular reason?
I didn't want to make anything too broken, since at that point, like the dungeons and the gameplay were kind of finalized, like
Okay.
in like the first week. I didn't want to shake that up too much by like, because there are some exclusive items that add immunities, and that would be pretty broken
Yeah.
considering I'm already happy with the balancing, and this is just to make it a little bit easier. And so because Bulbapedia has an entire like page on all exclusive move effects, and I just
Yeah.
scroll through that and thinking, okay, this one and this one. Nope, not that one. Yeah. Just
Cool.
chose 4 that I thought would fit. I
All
wanted
right,
to
okay.
have more, but I think the others were like either not going to be useful or broken.
Okay, so it was a balancing thing. You just don't want to make anything that was
Yeah.
too ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So when we started the Hack Jam, obviously you had 3 weeks to do it, and you said you were working solidly every day for all of those 3 weeks, which is very impressive. Again, I might add. I don't know how you have that much determination.
Well, I was on vacation for the first 2 days, but
Oh,
yeah.
were you really?
Yeah.
Okay, but the other days you weren't on vacation. You were back at work, or?
No, I don't have a job right now. I'm still looking.
Okay. Sorry to make you reveal that.
No, it's fine.
My question is, if you'd had more time for this hack, if you had let's say 6 weeks instead of 3 weeks, and pretend obviously that you are working with just as much determination, and pretend you're on vacation for the whole 6 weeks as well. What would you have changed? What would you have done differently? Would you have expanded the scope of the hack a lot, or would you have sort of just fine-tuned what you already had? What would you have done?
Not much more. I pretty much added everything that I wanted to,
Okay.
other than some like bonus stuff, which will be in like the next update, which I'm working on now.
Okay.
But obviously much slower since I kind of wanted to do other stuff.
Right.
But pretty much in those 3 weeks, I got everything done that I wanted to. So that extra day was really helpful, though, to iron out some stuff. But other than that, I don't think I would have done anything different.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Well, that must be very satisfying for you then, because you managed to do everything you wanted then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Excellent. Cool. Where did you come up with the name for the hack? Reaching for myself, I don't think it was said anywhere in. I mean, I can obviously see, what the title is alluding to. But did you have any other titles in mind, or and why did you choose Reaching for Myself in particular?
Well, the original title was actually just going to be Riolu Mystery Dungeon with
Okay.
8x Sen. That just sounds very it just downplays the whole thing.
Right.
But the acronym RFM could also mean an acronym for Riolu Fluttermane.
Oh, right. Okay. That's a fun little fun fact. Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. You worked by yourself for this project, obviously. Would you are you gonna continue doing that if you participate in other hack jams in the future, or do you think you'd ever consider working in a team?
I don't think I can do a hack jam by myself again.
Oh, really? Really? You're determined to work in a team next time?
I just think that it's a lot just for myself for what I did.
I understand. Yeah. Well, I mean, you might consider making a smaller scale hack, maybe something that's only 20 to 30 minutes long, rather, or you could probably still do that by yourself if without too much a burnout, I guess. Would you consider making something very short, or?
Yeah, I mean, but probably not for a hack jam, though.
Not for a hack jam, just for a little side project, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you got any in mind that are kind of like that, or?
I do actually. I think something else I want to work on is PMD, but it's traditional JRPG.
Oh, really?
Like a tech demo for that.
Really interesting. So, like, Final Fantasy or Etrian Odyssey or something like that.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, that's very exciting. Nice.
But probably only going to be just like 5 battles or something because I don't want to. Because I just don't want to overwork myself again, and there's still Explorers the Unknown I need to work on.
That's totally fair. That's totally fair. You shouldn't. You should prioritize your health above pumping out incredible hacks as you have been. Not that I'm
Thank
telling you
you.
to stop. Cool. So, Espik. Reaching for myself. Why is it going to be the best hack for this hack jam?
I think it's a very well polished game, and shows a very nice story. And it's more impressive that I did it by myself. And why not?
Cool.
Why won't it be the best?
You know what? I can't answer that. Cool. Well, there you have it, folks. That's very confident. I like it. Excellent. Well, that probably about wraps it up for this interview. Do you have any closing comments?
Trans rights.
Very, very true. 100% agreed. About your hack, though? Is that the same?
About my hack, go play it and stay tuned for an update. And go play CC or Cryptic Conundrum as well.
Oh yeah, I that's 100% on my list. I can't believe I haven't played it. People keep alluding to it, and I keep thinking, why haven't I played this yet?
Because it wasn't for Hack of the Year. I couldn't submit it, unfortunately, because I submitted Explores the Unknown.
I see. Right. Well, I need to go back and play it then. Thank you very much, Espik, for doing this interview with me. I hope you enjoyed yourselves.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was quite an honor.
Excellent. I was honored to host you as well. I'm really looking forward to what you put out next, and make sure I see it. Make sure I see it. Don't let me escape, because I'm 100% confident that I will definitely enjoy it a lot. So yeah, thanks once again for being here.
You're welcome.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a very nice and chill interview with Espik. I hope you guys are looking forward to what he releases next, because I know I am certainly very excited to hear and play the continuation of that storyline. Very, very engaging stuff. But yeah, as for now, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to the next interview. It'll be with Dovey and Mew, or Arcanine, the creators of Esper's Desire for the 5th Hack Jam. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. I'll see you guys then, whenever that goes up. I hope you enjoy it. And until then, have a good day. Bye.